You probably know of Jimmy Stewart as just an actor, but he's also much more. There's actually an award called the Good Citizenship Award named after him. Hey, ScouterStan, let's talk a little bit about this award. This is something new. This has come up, was actually suggested from a viewer. Justin actually suggested this, and I looked into it and I found it fascinating. James M Stewart, Jimmy Stewart's real name. This is an interesting thing. I did not know that. Maitland is actually a town here in Central Florida, and that middle name, I did not know that was his middle name. And there's so many fascinating things about Jimmy Stewart that not only fans of film, but scouting too. The Jimmy Stewart Museum in Pennsylvania has actually worked with the local council to develop an award to recognize good citizenship, to really look into what that means. And that is so critical to this award. This award is also symbolized through a fully embroidered patch that the recipient of the award can wear. They can also put this on the back of their sash. The youth can do that. And of course, they have a medal, which is fantastic. And one of the neat things about this, it can be done completely online. Now, this can be done as a group or it can be done individual. There will be links down below in the description of the video. Go to those links, they'll take you to the museum, and you can do a lot of you can download the forms and all that stuff. You could do a lot of the research that's part of the requirements. And that can all be done online, at home, and this award can actually be achieved all independently. Now, there may be some parts of it that you would want to do as a group. So a patrol, this could actually be a patrol type of award. The whole patrol, each one of the members of that patrol could actually receive or work upon that type of award. Hey, before we go any further, I want to make sure that you are invited to come to the live meeting. The live meeting is on the first Sunday of each month at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. So please join us. Now, you're going to have to adjust for whatever time zone you're in. But please join us and join in. That's a great way to ask questions, and I'm there to answer them. Also, I want to personally thank all of the patrons on Patreon for their continued financial support. Also, if you would like to become a channel member right here on YouTube, hit the join button and go through that process. It's a great way to help fund what you see here. If you don't want to do a monthly donation, that's fine. We have a thank you button. Just hit the thank you button and make a one-time donation. That is always appreciated. And let's get right back to it. Now, the first requirement for this award is actually to go through the Jimmy Stewart workbook that is actually part of the museum. They have them there. I think they're like $10. You might be able to get electronic ones cheaper. But that's the very first part. You got to go through that workbook where it talks about all the things that makes a good citizen, and that's very important. But that is the very first requirement, is to read through that book. The next requirement is to complete the Jimmy Stewart quiz from the Jimmy Stewart Museum. So that you have to do. That would be, I believe they have that online. You may need to contact the actual museum. And the contact information, of course, like I said, it's down below. All those descriptions, all those links will get to them. The next requirement is to write an essay. It has to be more than 500 words. And this essay is on good citizenship. The final requirement is where you have to do a service project, a sort of a service project in the name of James M Stewart. This service project is meant to help the community that is in your area. Now, this can be documented in video or photographs and then added to the actual application. As I said before, the museum for the Jimmy Stewart Museum, I'm going to put it right up here. Okay, it's going to go. There it is. So go to the museum and find out more information about this. The patches and the medals can be purchased through them, but this is something you have to earn first, and then get the patch and the medal. So that's something else, and those are great for courts of honor, especially this time of year. This is going to be a good time to be doing some of these things. This is something you need to put together individually, or it can be done as a group. It can be done as an entire troop if you wanted to. You could do it as a patrol. That might be a little better, depending on which patrol. So that's completely up to the individual troop, the scoutmaster and all the people that are involved. They're the ones that really decide how they want to go for this. It's not a requirement, but it is something that is very good to do for our community. And it's very good because we're also going to have a reward, something to remind us about being a good citizen. These are really important things that we do. We do a lot for our scouts. My gosh, we just work so hard. And all these unique things that are out there. This is a medal without a trail. That's the amazing part. The real journey there is learning what it is. What are the things that make a great citizen? That's very important for young people to learn. And that's something we do. We do this all the time. That is something that I'm very proud that you take upon yourself to help others, to help our youth, our American youth, and on how to be a good citizen. So many, you look at the news and you can see there's a lot of people who know very well how not to be a good citizen. Okay? We need to turn that around. Okay? As Scouters, we do. We do this. We do this all the time. So keep up that really good hard work, and I will see you on the trail.